afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Of future everything, wondrous, delightful 1v1 here on Crossroads. In the north, it is VonIvan, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, rolling out here with the... Let's just go with 5th SS Panzerdivision Viking. In the south, it is a Viking Luvnest, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps, here with Armoured Assault Tactics. We got Assault Grenadiers, Mechanized Assault Groups, Stu 3s, Lighted Badges and Targets here for Mechanized Assault with VonIvan, Sniper Infantry Bullets versus Armoured Assaults. T-35's Radio Intercept, Vehicle Repair Training, Sturmwing Attacks, and the eyes to have a tank with infantry and mine bullets, and see double conscripts versus Assault Grenadier MG42 start here. Also, big thanks to Simon and to Goddess and Astronaut for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with our hard-earned money. Big thanks to you, and of course a big thanks to the patron supporters who keep supporting me and are effectively sponsoring me there with their hard-earned money as well. You too can join the ranks by Patreon or just donating yourself. Links in the description. And always, you can always just comment, like, share, subscribe, and press the bell button. With those messages out of the way, we return here to the fighting, which is so far yet to really kick off. That we are seeing for now advancing the Assault Grenadiers and the MG42, an assault team there, ready, of not quite epic proportions, but certainly packing some firepower. Third conscript there, go first shots fired, MG4 to the conscript here. Conscript's dazzling a bit about this, trying to figure out where to go in there. Got the MG4 up, quickly suppressing the unit. SD scrambles for safety, unawares, and an assault team of Assault Grenadiers moves in to finish them off with some well-placed MP40 bullets to the face. And there go Lupton's been also treated up northwest. We've got Pioneers to the conscripts. Conscripts there laying down sandbags, apparently not entirely sure what's going on, but there you go. Pioneers get a few kills in still. Won't be enough for the Pioneers to win the engagement, but still, some left the conscript in a bit of a bad state. Assault's going for the car point here, but there's a conscript long range. I don't think that's going to be a great engagement there for VonIvan. He probably should back off, although he's probably hoping to use them as bait to get the MG4 in position. Luvnest is already expecting it, so he's a bit hesitant there to fight the engagement, but still tries to. And the far west, if we got the assault, we're going to probably sprint in. If they go the other road, sprinted actually back here, reinforcing. In a few moments, falling back here, keeping the car point under siege, and there we go, conscript rider. They do manage to get the fuel point, but it is not connected, so it won't matter much more, except to basically just slow down VonIvan getting the fuel point. Back here, reinforcement going on. May see a third assault squad here, or a fast tech from VonIvan. Both options there, very much possible and on the table. Assault swing east for 74 true remains around the carve point. Engineers think about that. We've got mines down here. Thumbs up to Luvnest for some aggressive mining there. Hiding them in the shrubbery. The sneaky, cheeky fellow. Comes going for that carve point. Only been met here by the MG42. And there you go, retreating. Meanwhile, VonIvan's calling in a third assault grenadier team. A third team of hardened assault infantry with which to take the fight to the Soviets with a jackboot to the face. Ground western field point almost got it. Pioneers thinking about the eastern side machine being flanked out, maneuvered by Luvnest in a devious maneuver. Thumbs up there to Luvnest. Good play there. Punishing VonIvan here for getting too complacent, too lax with his MG42 discipline. Assault would also flying back here, so large retreating from VonIvan all of a sudden. Still, he's got a good chunk of the map, but Luvnest is quickly punishing VonIvan here for, again, extending here in some rather unhealthy ways versus Luvnest. Guys holding up the eastern side, Captain the Cops got close there. Hits the mine though. Fritz and Ludwig detonate and get spread all over the place. And the west side, he got soldiers to the conscript there as well. This time they do not hit a mine, or this squad doesn't hit a mine. And do push back the conscript from the east. So Pioneers rushing. The conscript fall back. They got more troops around here. And I think this engagement is unfortunate for VonIvan. Lost, but for VonIvan, it is a... For Luvnest, it's a great victory. Not for VonIvan, unless I miss out on something. Anyway, it's got mines here, and again, no, really aggressive mining goes right under for VonIvan's nose. This is a really sneaky one. And again, these mines can be really devastating because, again, no place expected this. You can actually throw off some places. You know, just like, hey, this is supposed to be safe, man. Not cool, dude. I'm gonna, like, complain, bro. There's, like, no one to complain to them except for themselves for not getting mines from checking. But anyway, so Assault's rushing in there, preventing them from carving point there. But again, really sneaky play there by Luvnest. Like to see that. The soldiers moving up here again. The VonIvan showing that he too knows the sneaky. Oh, sneaky like. Got the assault grenadiers as the conscript. One of course get close, but again hits the resource flow, denying Luvnest their fuel again, allowing VonIvan to further take a hit and maybe push out some light vehicles. He could consider 250 and half tech to rush around the assault grenadiers, reinforcing the front line. That could actually be quite powerful here versus Luvnest, to be honest. Of course, may just go for 2-2, but certainly, 250 and half tech just rush around with the assault grenadiers, I think could be quite effective. Of course, flame for half tech could also work out for VonIvan. Personally, I do prefer the unupgraded half tech, but that's just me. I'm more of a mechanized infantryman. But anyways, 2-2 on the way there for VonIvan. If you like the punch B wagon, of course, there's also option C, which is, you know, go hold up for the Mechanized assault group and swing that at Luvnest. But that's not an option, at least for now. Take there for Luvnest. For fun Luvnest, yes. It is the new improved Luvnest. Fun Luvnest, no. Assaulters with the conscripts to almost down there for VonIvan. We might be seeing some Maxims and field guns here. Yeah, field guns definitely for Luvnest. Maxims also happening, particularly with all these assault infantrymen. Maxims could be a way to keep them slightly in check here. I'll wait for now. Getting some good map control here versus Luvnest right now. Certainly putting on the back foot, though it is worth noting he's not quite focusing hard enough on the victory points, so while this may not matter soon, this could come to bite VonIvan in the arse later on if he doesn't get those victory points under control. Like, he could easily have focused the assault on his here, or these here. We got mines up there though from VonIvan. Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up. Armoured car that's heading in for VonIvan and the 5th SS Panzerdivision Viking. The original Scandinavian Volunteer Division. Before it was, they basically switched most of them over to the 11th SS, and even though there was still like a small proportion of Scandinavian volunteers in the 5th. But a little fun fact, in fact, at the start of the war, sort of roughly around the start, we also had a regiment made up of Finnish volunteers, actually. Little fun one there. Armoured covers and engineers here. Assault shouting at the conscripts. Going straight for them. MD42 dealing or punishing with the conscript up close. Bad kit troop reinforcing, building out a bunker there. Again, others and goals going for the half take. Wouldn't have to build a medic bunker right away since the assault gunners could have healed up while they're rushing around the 251. So some considerations there. Again, he could also now go for the Mechanized assault group. We shall see if he does. In fact, a lot of players like to go for Mechanized assault groups as late when they go for Mechanized assault. In fact, it's almost part of the Mechanized assault meta, though. It's not all they do it, obviously, not all. Armoured car and watch there. Still, VonIvan really good harassment of Luvnest. Though again, victory points wise, there is a possible slight problem there that could develop in the future. Possible. Con's going for the carve point again, of course. Luvnest showing that he too can hit the carve point. That he too can disrupt his opponent's resource flow. Now troops enforcing healing. Got the infantry covering up there. Carve point hit for once here. Luvnest disrupting VonIvan's fuel flow. Good work there. Armoured Column taking out as well, but it's his 3-division field gun. But doesn't quite finish off. You got a maximum pulling out for Luvnest and the Red Army. They're sending guards Mechanized core. And VonIvan is going for another MD42. An interesting pick here. Not bad, but apparently what I suggest the more, say, Panzer Grenadiers right now. Rather than another MD42. But that's not to say, again, the MD42 is bad at all. Again, the MD42 well supported is, and well utilised, is quite potent. But, yeah, apparently what I suggest the Panzer Grenadier squad. Oh, wait. Funning around the curve point there. Second MD42 ready. Of course, something VonIvan may eventually also want to do is actually backtake for the infantry company and at least get some mortars out. And meanwhile, VonIvan is racing ahead in the tech train. We got moving on to tier 3 here at the 8-minute mark. It's going to take some time to get there. Check to, get something out of this opponent call, but he's certainly racing ahead. There you go, the machine's in trouble. Getting hit here by the field gun, also getting flanked here by a conscript squad. Ooh, that could be quite painful for VonIvan. Yep, that's going to be a wipe here again. Punished for extending his machine guns. I feel like there's a bit of a problem here for VonIvan that seems to be slowly developing. First time around he didn't get punished, but this time around he did get punished for extending a deep into enemy territory with the secure way of getting out. You generally want to support your troops, and if you want to defend some important territory, again, you have to be careful about how you do it. So VonIvan here definitely needs to be a bit more mindful of that. Might get a wipe here in the MD42, but the Maximum is going to, I think, put a stop to that, unless he gets very lucky. Almost had it, almost had it. But in the end, not quite enough. Troops reinforcing healing. Tech done there for VonIvan. Still losing MD42 is going to be a great win there for Luvnest. He has now 2 machine guns versus VonIvan's 1. So it's going to put more pressure on VonIvan Tech to get something out. That's a poem, of course, Schnell, and of course keep the fuel flowing. Otherwise, this could quickly turn ugly against him. Mines on the fuel point there. Good work by Luvnest. On the west side, we got conscript guard. There we go. They got assault gunners MD42 linked as well to try and stop an assault here. Back here, reinforcement healing. Assault gunners rushing forwards. Charging straight at the front of it. And before dealing with the conscript out in the open. Assault gunners ultimately took too much damage, so of course, with him rushing ahead like he is, he could actually get away with some pretty early veteran squaded upgrades, putting up to 6-man, which is obviously really good, since that way you get more firepower, more durability, plus a host of other bonuses that do make them better. Now we do get the Panzer squad here for VonIvan. Not bad, not bad. Could maybe do that sooner. But, you know, details, at least he's going for them. But yeah, otherwise, I would recommend just getting the veteran squaded upgrades going as fast as possible, since it's just a great upgrade for the assault grenadiers. Tom's going for the eastern point here. Pioneers from the mines. I'll be more concerned now about mines here from Luvnest. And from the building here, proved now would be quite a thorn there in VonIvan's side here. Armoured covers the conscripts, and coming up there. Panzer squad ready here, and are we seeing some upgrades? Yes, indeed, we are seeing here on one squad. Maxim conscripts holding at the eastern side here. Luvnest taking ahead, very good. Could I go for T70 now? As for VonIvan, he probably could rush out Ostwind here, maybe a Stuck if he has to versus Luvnest. Ooh, Flare Mine goes off here. Avoids the Maxim. We'll probably get behind it, or maybe just do with the conscripts. There we go, forcing around. Punch and send for the machine gun there. There we go, launching a sprint. He's going to probably try and see if he can't at least bait Luvnest into retreating and threatening with the potential of a grenade assault here. Obviously, of course, if Luvnest takes the bait. Yup, he doesn't risk it. Obviously, very sensible there. I mean, he could assume that VonIvan does munitions. He does is just bluffing, but that typically wouldn't be sensible. Punches hit a flare mine. That's also riders over the Maxim. Wasn't quite enough to deal there fast enough. Forced to retreat, and Pioneers in the front for the Maxim as well. Intent to push you up for the San Diego. Grenade assault now from against the engineers, and almost got the entire unit, but not enough, not enough. Still, VonIvan has control of the map. Need to get this some cop something out of it soon, I think. Going for another MD-42 again. Meanwhile, Luvnest is not going for the T-70. Might be expecting that VonIvan is actually rushing ahead for medium armor, considering the map control here, and so he's basically just going to cut that off and moving straight ahead for his own medium armor or another field gun. Lots of possible mind games between these two players. A lot of possibilities being considered in their minds. Armored car there was the conscripts, the Frontovics. No support car yet. We've got 290 was 497. This pick out again. There's definitely a bit of an issue starting to again slowly appear for now in terms of XP points. Need to do something a bit more about that soon. But there you go. Support car here. Like going to rush out of Panther 4. They could maybe get away rushing on Ostwind. Meanwhile, the Luvnest also rushing it for armor there. He's not going for the T70 again. He's pretty much surmised here what VonIvan is up to. And he's obviously going to cut it off by going for his own armor. So thumbs up there to Luvnest. Aiming forward to the need to retreat. As Luvnest strikes hard for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Punch the reinforcing. Armor car 4 kills, veterans you want. 1 kill there, half fate to veteran T1. Flare mines. Down again from Luvnest. Thumbs up to that. Really good play. And there you go. Panther 4 on the way for VonIvan and the German army. We'll see how Luvnest responds to this German act of armored aggression. Also, 2 more squad. Oh, 1 more squad. Actually, 2 squads could be upgraded there with veteran assault squad leaders there for VonIvan's assault grenades. Definitely get that going, obviously. Close victory on that one. Got the assault grenades here. That's the machine gun there back in the building. Panther 4 should be able to help clear that. And there you go. Soldiers with conscript close. That should be a win there for VonIvan's conscripts. Or VonIvan's. Now, we are seeing upgrades still here for Luvnest Frontovics. Grenade assault against the MD-42. Getting some nice damage in. Forcing them forward out in the open. Panther 4 almost done. Armor car good to go as well. Panzer Grenadiers definitely just needs to reinforce. Oh, flamethrowers are quickly pushing out the soldiers as they occupy the building. Lots of flare mines here from Luvnest, like just a lot of them. Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up. Another field gun there for Luvnest. Of course, I see here's the Panther 4 ramming thanks to radio intercept. He is quite away, can't meet it with anything else. He goes for another armored entertained him to deal with that. Very good play there by Luvnest. Comes from the right. We got mines down here as well, though. Again, very good consistent mining here from Luvnest. Very good. Like any advantage he's got, like in terms of map control, like he doesn't have it. Like he still moves ahead and mines here. Really good play there. Also mining the entrance to space there. Thumbs up to Luvnest. Mines win wars, as they say, and I think Luvnest is looking to very much prove that one. Again, just mines all over the place. If it can be mined, Luvnest is mining it. It would almost seem like, except maybe here and here. Oh, he's mined that spot actually as well. This is pretty much like the only sort of potential gap he's yet to mine. Even then, I would not be surprised if Luvnest has plans of mining it. Like he might have an actual notebook, like you know, I will mine this point as well. Yeah. Maybe just a straight up mine diary. Anyways, point being grabbed here. That's all to the conscripts. I'm coming up the eastern side. MU42 on the west side. Katusha rocket launcher in there for Luvnest. Grab the point. T-35 on the way there for Luvnest. Going to be a problem there for VonIvan. It's going to cause some Stu 3Gs I think to deal with. Got the soldiers up close contact. They're going to tank grenade off though. Damaging the end of the armoured car. Really starting to feel like VonIvan really benefit from mortar here with all these support weapons from Luvnest. Mortars will be a very great addition. And again, bit of a bad habit here that keeps appearing from VonIvan, but it keeps extending the MU40. I mean, it's great he's got confidence in their power, but they still need to like work with other troops to really be that good. More flares from Luvnest. Just more flares, more mines. T-35 out there for Luvnest. Good hit on the conscript. No pin machine behind to the Panther 4. Devon should get that in there, since it obviously adds some nice anti-infantry damage. I'm a bit surprised he is not doing that. Bit surprised. At the same time, got a fighting gun to Carphon. None of the tip of the Luvnest is shot for VonIvan's fuel flow, but VonIvan this time is ready to stop it. Southeast here, push forward here is being thwarted by the T-35. Pioneers, they're pinned down to the ground like insects. Meanwhile, the Pentagon is ignoring the T-35, just go for the maximum before, well, having to retreat anyways. Panther 4 taking hits through both field guns. Assault guns moving in years. I mean, he could try and rush the field guns now with the assault guns. I think that could be an option there for VonIvan if we could get rid of those or steal them. That'd be pretty big for VonIvan versus Luvnest. Meanwhile, another Panther 4 there for VonIvan and the German army. Assault guns is not going for the field guns position. Doesn't matter, we got the T-35 already moving in there, but still could have been considered. Armoured car and Panther 4 need repairs. Luvnest T-35 there, of course, proving to be a real headache here for VonIvan. Only slightly more expensive than the Panther 4, but packing more health, penetration than it really. And particularly the health is something that really matters. Plus it has some pretty good DPS and only gets more DPS against more experience. So for example, an Ace T-35, they can really lay down some serious firepower, while at the same time also absorbing it. Maxim holding out there, Panther 4 rolling out. First one being repaired. We got 236 to 189. VonIvan's like 2 points. Really something he needs to work on, I think. At least eventually. And I feel like he's starting to like hit that spot where he can't ignore the victory points for much longer. Entering the survivor, we got the Assault Guns Panther 14, we got Panzer Jägers. So they're clearly worried about the arm. Bring in the Panzer Jägers, which does undercut his ability with infantry and more important than the support weapons. Incendiary things with the contra there, they need to still deal with the Maxim. Panzer Jägers getting met into one, pursuing that T-35, they need armor support here. As for that's going to be risky there for VonIvan's Panzer Jägers. There we go, down to 2 men. Panther 4 there, remaining static. MU42 in trouble in the east. Got the info to the building there, could be a great target for the Panther 4 to attack, clear out. On the west side here, Consort thwarted by a defensive position of quite armoured character there from VonIvan. In the east, Consort there being pushed back by the Panzer Kampfwagen 4, still not hitting machines in either Panther 4. Almost got all 3 assault squads upgraded as well, but not quite. And there you go, Panther 4 in the east in serious trouble here, as both the T-35 and the field gun strike at it, pushing down to half health. Good chance of losing the Panther 4, and there you go, kaput. Quite the blow there to VonIvan, a great win there for Luvnest. Really leaves VonIvan there in a bit of a bind. So thumbs up, that's Luvnest. That's a great tank kill. Brewed it up like a kettle of tea. On the coast of the conscripts, the Sultan is moving in. Route it. Panther 4 there still could do with some machine gun upgrades. The Sultan the conscript got close. Saying through them with well-aimed MT40 fire. Got the T-35 moving in the 8 kills so far. Panther 4 with 3 kills. VonIvan, I think, may have to increase and consider some Stooks here as the T-35. You also definitely need to like put an end to those field guns. Got 203 versus 489. Assault coming up even when these are close. Close to the ace level actually. punching right from the other side. Luvnest could here soon try and go for another T-Fed farm. That could be a problem for Phenomenon. Of course, we also planning for IS-2. Certainly one thing Phenomenon may eventually consider could be a Tiger tank himself. A strong advanced lead some armor. And there you go. We got the Shoot 3D knife for Phenomenon. Thumbs up there. Down less than point here. We got 194 to 489. The Phenomenon really needs one of those victory points now. Need to grab the center one. Handful shoots, misses, still not pin machine on that one. In fact, he's got the munitions for it easy now. Get bad to loading another conscripts. Luvnest are quickly dodging that one. And I said before we probably got artillery called in near the all another 73 too. Ooh. Force the mine set off as well. Got this ultimately, got these inside, going for the fuel point there. Perhaps got another T-foot farm window for Luvnest. Two almost done there for VonIvan. And the 5th SS. We got their soldiers with the conscripts in the west side. We get a push up going out from Luvnest space, but it's been thwarted here to some extent by Phenomenon. They need to retreat the soldiers. M4 through the firing away. Should probably pop and sitting up his rounds or retreat, and he retreats. Riding the enemy in the east, still needs to grab that eastern victory point. We got 180 versus 489. Got that Duke moving ahead. Also could benefit strongly from upgrading that one with a pin mounted machine gun. And Luvnest, while he had briefly contemplated the T-Fed was going for it, he has switched away from it. I think possibly indicating that he might actually now try and get stalled here for the IS-2 heavy tank versus VonIvan and the Germans. T-Fed engaging the assault is up close and ugly. Max in the west, we got Panther Force 2 holding back. 172 versus 489. Mining in the east. Conquering west was there as well. Needs to launch an immediate counterattack there to keep the fuel point safe at least. And he really needs to get some of those victory points soon. More flares I think there from Luvnest perhaps. At least that's my instinct. Nope, apparently not this time around. Got artillery cold in there, I think. Yep. Digging around the center, expecting a push there for VonIvan. Again, VonIvan really would also benefit for some mortars. Big push in the west though. Assaultist Pioneers, Panzerjägers, Stooks, Panther Force. Almost got a conscript right there. There we go, actually gets it. Panther Force getting the T-45 there. Luvnest, IS-2 that's not far off field, being pushed back. Also spotted the mine. Stook moving in here. Comes from the flank here. Panther Force opening up. Troops are pressed in by the base machine gun. Mine's going off there. Very good. Another Stook for VonIvan and the German army. Grab the eastern point. T-55 moving about. Panther gets a good hit in there, and this is going to be mindful of the T-55, which shoots and misses the Panther 4. Stook trying to support, though, of course, may be worried about more mines to field and something back, but they are being shifted eastwards here. Second Stook halfway done there for VonIvan. Halfway done. Tell me to grab that center victory point. You got 146 versus 489. 145 versus 489. Incendiary pins on Popty, that's a pretty good choice there. Continuing shredded by the Incendiary pins on ND42. That's all that's being rushed in there. And there goes second Stook 3G ready here for VonIvan. Meanwhile, Luvnest is a bit over a minute away from the IS-2 heavy tank here versus VonIvan and the Germans. MD4 gram decent point. Also, fun fact about the Luvnest is, but they really didn't have any Stooks, I think, except maybe their Panzer are going to be divisions effectively. Maybe some other smaller units there, but the main Panzer division did not have any Stooks, and they didn't operate like assault gun battalions. So then Stooks there would have been primarily from army units sent in to assist the SS. Fun fact there. And fought through the ace level, 10 kills. Panther doing the constant time sneak up. He's still not grabbing the victory point. 132 versus 489. Phenomenon really needs to be careful about that. Again, this could give, even and then manage to beat back Luvnest with all these Stooks and whatnot, it could still give Luvnest a way to get back into this match and win it, if he's got such a huge victory point lead. As then leaves Phenomenon with very little room for error. Following up with the Pack 40 here, I don't know. I feel like again mortars or maybe More infantry would be a better choice than a Pack 40 at the moment. He's got these many Stoogs. Might be wrong here. I was finally grabbing the centre victory point here. Luvnest meanwhile is clearly waiting for the eyes too before he launches possibly a large-scale assault versus VonIvan. For now, I think should be more careful with these Stoogs. Some of these are, in particular, this one is a bit too far at the front line because he gets shot at. So there you go, Pack 4 ready here for VonIvan and the German army. There you go. Eyes to have a tank out there for Luvnest, the Red Army. Finally mining up that spot. Duke turns right, shoots, and gets a hit down the IS-2's frontal armor. Punches right through. Punch moving ahead, under 5 and MD42 needs to be careful though. Field guns there. Oh, opening up here on possibly one of the Stooks now. Might soon though. Stooks being backed off. Really should also add some machine guns to his armor, like at least the pen. We don't like the Stooks really benefit from pinback machine guns. They do add some nice damage, which can easily help us in infantry numbers. But there you go. Stook takes it from the field gun. Stook remains in the reserve position. Adding up pinback machine to that one. Thumbs up there. Till he called in his Stook down to half health. VonIvan really needs to be careful. It seems like there might be too much going on for VonIvan to handle. There you go. Pushing the centre. Still need to mindful of other stuff. Artillery fire there. Hits the mine, sending off onto the T-35 there. Leaving Luvnest taking a bit of a bad spot there. Stook push back in the east. West here needs still to fix up the Stook. Full retreat from the centre here as Luvnest is overwhelmed with VonIvan's tactical ingenuity, luck, I don't know, but he really needs to fix up the Stook and get away from the front line. We're going to hold the way back there. T-35 need repairs. Armour remains here very passive. Pioneers are back at base. Should be reinforcing by the Armoured. T-35 fixed up. Moving ahead with the IS-2. We've got Panzers nearby. Oh, good hit in the assault grenadiers. Rockets flying out the T-35 and machine crew there. Grenadiers sold off. Sadly too late. Assault in fact almost got wiped out by it as well. Stook needs to get into position. Of course, this one still needs to be fixed. Not looking ready for VonIvan. Luvnest is taking advantage of VonIvan extending. Perhaps struggling a bit here with his immediate success. And could end up punishing VonIvan quite aggressively. He's down 124 for VonIvan. Oh, Luvnest 471. Good hit by the Stook on the IS-2, pushing down to half health. The west side comes being suppressed by the MD42 ace level. Field gun moving up. Still hasn't renewed the Stook at all. It could actually get knocked out if VonIvan isn't paying attention to it. And these two comes going for the victory. They're getting blasted by the Pantherful. Stook finally moving, but it's too late there. And this is honestly a Stook that could have been saved there by VonIvan. So thumbs down there to VonIvan. Thumbs down. That was an avoidable loss. That was an easily avoidable loss. Anyway, Stook then a bit stuck on the Pack 40. Awkward pathing, could actually end up losing both Stooks. That'd be quite a blow to VonIvan. Meanwhile, up in another Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. To replace the one lost, very good. Really need some infantry around the centre though, and most of the infantry I think is back at the base currently. Panther 4 there. 8 killed veterans, 1. We'll still benefit from the machine gun being out to that. Troops are reinforcing, and we should be. Seconds, another Stook they're halfway done. Luvnest's armour is heavily damaged as well, certainly staying away there for now. Obviously do not wish to tangle with the Stook or any new Stooks that could soon be arriving. Rushing forward infantry, Panzer's there, prematurely I think dispatched from the base. And there you go, second Stook 3G ready for VonIvan. Germany, Deutschland. We got 115 versus 464. Assault was mounting in center victory point. Need to fix up the Stook 3G. The Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. Assault in the east was there. Need to perhaps hit some of the points of the machine moving about there still. Got the center one. Got 111 versus 164. I still feel like VonIvan would benefit a lot at some point from your back tech. Even like maybe now try and stall for a Tiger tank. Like I don't think he'd be aggressively punished for it. Like if you were to try it now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I would say the option there is now. I mean, my recommendation would just be get a bunch of Stooks, get some Austrians, and give Luvnest a good beating in the name of Deutschland. But anyways, comes up, they backed up with the field gun, machine gun as well. Stook they're fixed up. Still should out pinmount machine guns in my opinion. Mining up there, Luvnest clearly an eager miner. IS-2 moving here, backed up with the T-35. The T-35 over there is, I think, pretty close to Veteran 2. Very good there, very good. Panzer rockets flying again. Just so many mines in from Luvnest. So many mines. Seeing on the west side, we've still got the infantry covering the western entrance there. Assault grenades off here. Pet shooting at the IS-2 shot bounces. Oh, fails to hit, hard to say there. Either way, IS-2 suffers no damage. Second shot definitely bounces there. Soldiers moving up back top, and more soldiers going for the country in the east. Field moving up, needs to get the Duke to safety, got artillery barrage called in the Maxim, but Duke needs to get to safety for now. The Sturmgeschütz. Oh well, he just retreats there. Possible word about the artillery barrage taking down to the Maxim. Could possibly take it out there, but it looks like that is not happening there. Luvnest gets a bit lucky, and they're going to push for the victory point there. Soldiers need to deal with it. Duke's hanging back. Might be he's planning to go for the target tank now. Might be. And before being attacked by the conscripts. IS-2 moving up the centre here. Oh, T-Fed coming up the centre. The IS-2 moving up as well now, though. It is moving up as well. Good hit by the pack forward in the T-Fed 35. Shot fired number 2 then misses. Duke push back, almost destroyed. Panzer IV sneaking in. Assault grenades and Panzers they're holding back. And there you go, Film trying to deal here with VonIvan's Panzer IV. Is he planning for tier 4? I mean. Okay, he's going for the third Duke here. He's going for the third Duke. Die dritte Sturmgeschütz. Needs to get assault pinned down by the MD-42 artillery called in. Let's try and deal with that. T for the front and IS-2 at the centre. Panzers nearby, flirting with rockets. One hits, the other one hits nothing except the dirt. The cold, unforgiving ground. In the west here, soldiers moving forward taking from the Maxim. We got 111 still, but it's 143. Going for the centre victor under the Maxim. Ace level. IS-2 and T for the front, the right flank. Stuke there might be able to deal with it, but one Stuke is certainly not going to be sufficient. He might slow down at most, depending on how well aggressive Luvnest is feeling. For now, I'm falling back here across the front line for the most part, except slight movement in the east. IS-2 between some of the retreating troops. Third Duke ready. Will Luvnest be ready for this display of German superiority here with triple Sturmgeschütz? Oh dear, T-Fed hits one of the Telemons that laid down, but VonIvan much earlier. 2 thumbs up there. A definite blow there to Luvnest, leaves his IS-2 isolated, though there's still field guns and infantry supporting it, but still, that is a nice win there for VonIvan. And certainly shows again the mines can very well be worth it. So, 2 thumbs up there to VonIvan. Need to fix up the Panzer IV. 100 points left for VonIvan. Again, the victory points bit there is starting to be a problem. Grenade assault here. Machine gun quickly getting away. Panzer is moving up. Okay, reach out here for Luvnest. A bit of rocket artillery. Not a bad to get some artillery. And again, I feel like VonIvan would have benefited from mortars much sooner here. In particular, I think smoke screens often quite handy to help deal with some of these problems. There you go, assault grenades here on the Maxim, and most of the grenades go a bit too far, but still does enough damage to force Luvnest to retreat the machine gun. In the centre, the assault gun is going to support here the machine gun there. Now, I got triple machine guns out here for Luvnest, 2 Maxims and 1 M42. Could get the Maxim here possibly. Still, centre's quite open here. Almost got the assault gun wiped here. Stukes and Panzer IV are on the move now. VonIvan launches the grand assault, and the assault squad gets wiped out. A stinging blow that VonIvan, he will need to replace them. There goes Stuke, gets a good hit. Assault is filling up here. Second shot from the Stuke's far. Fails to penetrate. Another one misses. More misses. Panzer IV. Oh dear, Stuke hits a mine. Main gunner on one of the Stuke's main gunner. The guy is pulled in by Luvnest. Feels about to get knocked out. The Stuke bounce off the armor. One there should have been just pulled back, to be honest. Gets knocked out with the IS-2 here. Panzer IV gets the IS-2 field gun crew there. Gets cleared out there. And there go destroys it. Stuke getting into one. IS-2 almost down. And VonIvan blitzes ahead with the Panzer IV. He's going to finish off that IS-2 no matter the cost. He's decided to pull back the Stuke. Need to get those victory points. Oh, he's about to lose the Pioneer squad as well. Stuke need to hold back. Panzer IV meanwhile goes for it. Shot misses. Fails to penetrate. And does he get the IS-2? Does he get it? Oh, he does get the IS-2. A win there for VonIvan, though he's still in a lot of trouble. Need to hold the Stukes out there. Need to get those victory points. And he needs more infantry, badly. And at this point, he might actually want to consider a mechanized assault group, simply to get out some fast infantry that can quickly overwhelm some of Luvnest's support weapons. Field gun there, either bounces off the Stuke's arm or fails to hit it. Hard to say there. Sometimes the shot just kind of phases out of existence. MG40 up by 23 kills. H25 ready there. Got the centre of the victory point. Panther 4, they're trying to get to safety. But realizing he can't there. Trying to do the field gun. 30 kills in that Panther 4. And there you go. H25 takes out VonIvan's Panzerkampfwagen 4. He's got plenty of fuel though. Could again maybe try and go for the Tiger tank now. Still would be a bit risky, but I could kind of see it maybe working. But I probably recommend just a bunch of infantry and some Osvins backing up the Stooks here. But that's just me. MG42 down to heavy fire. Half the crew vanishes in a split second as the high close shell lands right amidst them. Pack 4 being pushed back. Panzerjäger soldiers can get Stuke, they need repairs badly and still would benefit from machine guns being added. West side are going for the victory point there. We got 88 versus 431. VonIvan is holding on here. Certainly delivered some stinging blows to Luvnest, but victory is far from assured. Far from it. Sword fling up, but there's another maximum covering the first one. Mines up on the western victory point. Go back, going to push for the eastern victory point. They move to flank out here for VonIvan's or Luvnest center position. Artillery called in. A nice disruptive flank of VonIvan. Artillery rain down. Machine gun being routed. You got 84 versus 427. But all victory points under control here of Luvnest. VonIvan's only got barely victory points left to go. Choose a strike on the infantry, shattering the infantry spearhead there of VonIvan. And he's got no infantry left now to really take back the victory points with, so this is really dangerous. And the Stooks still haven't upgraded the machines to at least help them as the infantry. Like 2 Stooks with machine guns can actually do a bunch of damage to infantry, but right now they don't have it, so right now VonIvan's in a really awkward spot here because he's bleeding out victory points fast versus Luvnest. Clearing out the mine, Stuke races in there. Vessel jumps in. Going meow there, I believe. Though I can't hear from my headset. But again, if y'all wondering if you did hear meow, yes, you did hear meow. You did hear a meow from Basil the Kitty Cat. Telling you to donate and support the Propagandacast. Anyways, Stuke there veterans who won 8 kills. I actually got a lot of kills, but most I think from crushing it rather than machine. Yeah, he actually managed to crush an entire unit against the hedgerows. I don't think they hand out badges for that one. What do you mean you don't hand out a pancake medal? Well, I'm sorry, but you don't hand out medals for running over people with your assault gun. Even the German army has standards for that. Panther 4 setting out there. We got 23 versus 427. VonIvan is hanging on by the balance. In some ways, he's really done a lot of damage to Luvnest, but he can still be undone here by his victory point control, which is right now horrendous. But I'd say it's not impossible, but he really needs more infantry now. And again, a part of me might just really sort of recommend the Mechanized assault group. A bit more expensive in manpower, but I think we'll just give him some mobility in infantry, plus some just quick overwhelm support weapons with Stuke. They're going for the H5 target. Fancy a heat shell there, which does half damage, does at least slow down this line. Another free shot. There you go. Gains for which does increase the rate of fire of the Stuke by a bit, but also the armor. Not that's going to match against the 85. Another hit. They almost got the H85 in the center. Panther racing for the support weapons. Infantry being bogged down in the center as well. M4 firing away. The Stuke going for the H85 here. Hits the wreckage with the eyes too. So does the H85 though. Leaving it exposed to the Stuke. Who will win this? Stuke gets a shot through there. So does the H85, but I think the Stuke's going to have this one. There we go. H85 knocked out by the Stuke. Halfway to the A7. 9 kills. Almost got the field gun there. Stuke hanging back. Again, adding the machine gun would really go far. Panther 4 knocked out by the field gun. Pioneer's being murdered. Troops reinforcing. He really needs more troops. Maximum on the safety side. We got 9 points versus 427. Heavy losses on both sides. VonIvan has a bit more troops, but there's so many more machine guns. He's handling them better than VonIvan can seemingly handle his infantry. If only VonIvan could just slightly outmaneuver Luvnest, just had, I think, a bit better control of the victory points earlier. But there you go. Grenade assault off. Still going to fire here. Again, a mortar would just, I think, be priceless because he just suppress those Maxims by prevailing from firing at his men. Like, really, some smoke here would go incredibly far for VonIvan right now versus Luvnest. Incredibly far. We got 9 versus 427. Going for the eastern victory point there. Good. Grabbing the car point there as well. Good. Stug hanging back. Still no machines being added to them. Both Stugs in dire repairs. The Alta really needs more pioneers. That's them told something out sooner. Meanwhile, Luvnest is going for T-45. Assaultman's pinned down. Need to retreat. Need to retreat. Got the Eastern Victor bomb with the Assaultman is half done there. Another Panther 4 for VonIvan. Another Panther 4. Katyusha rocket launcher here on the Assaultman's knees. Force retreat here for VonIvan. Pushing the center. Pack 40 about to get cleared out. And west side, the Assaultman still haven't been moved. There you go. Finally treating them. Still being repaired. Still no pinlock machine guns on those. And no machine guns whatsoever. You still got the punch seekers with the conscripts. Bun grenade off. Veteran free there gained. Yeah, they're not going to be useful against the infantry there. They are not going to be useful. Panther 4 almost done. We got 9 still versus 417. Got the western point here. Oh dear, this might just be it. He's almost got all 3 victory points. Oh, 2 victory points, so victory point. Again, the bleed's going to be happening once more against VonIvan. The bleed will be happening. Troops reinforcing healing. Panther 4 almost done. Engineers. Can he pin them down in time with the H machine gun? No, he cannot. Cannot. Panther 4 ready. VonIvan is in some dire straits here. Very dire straits. Stug there being repaired up. Stug's moving up. We got 5 versus 415. 4. Bring up these up the assaultants against the conscripts. 3. Going for the center. 2. But yeah, it's not going to matter. Got Tilly called in here. 1. And that is, I believe, GG. There you go, game over. A brutal but glorious fight here between Luvnest and VonIvan. A spectacular match of maneuver, warfare, and lethality. In the end, I think Luvnest would have, or VonIvan would have benefited from some mortars, or again, a bit of mechanized, just something there. He was so close yet so far. Still, great close Stug maneuvers there. Now, seeing W highlight just that Stug assault with the Panzer IV. 2 thumbs up to that one. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, don't tell enemies. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you all tomorrow again for a nice episode.